Bing. Dude, I'll get this right eventually. You're alive. Okay.
Welcome to Red Lion Christian Academy for high school softball tonight. Great softball weather here in Bear, Delaware, as the Lady Lions take on the St. Mark's Spartans. St. Mark's, number 8 in our latest top 10, 6-1 on the season. Red Lion, number 7, 5-1 on the season. Here are the starting lineups for our game here this evening. For the St. Mark's Spartans, leading off in center field is Kate Lovett. Batting second and catching is Morgan Hall. The Riley Thomas pitcher, the stud pitcher for St. Mark's, she will bat third. She has 2 home runs on the season, and she has a batting average of .706. Hitting cleanup at second base, Jordan Alexander. The designated player is Aller. In right field, it's Maddie Casapula. Shortstop is Carly Maxton. At third base is Pia Perrone. In left field is Bryn Eiler, and at first base is Liv Datilio. Starting lineup for the St. Mark's Spartans. Defensively for Red Lion, as we're just about ready to get underway, we'll go around the outfield left to right. Cam Hoffman is in left, Peyton Pusey in center, and Sophie Lashy in right field. At third base, it's Maddie McGinnis, Elena Griffin at short, Kimora Neal at second base, Reagan Mendick at first, Morgan Liskey behind the plate, and on the rubber and in the circle is Angelina Edwards. And those are your starting lineups and the starting defense for Red Lion and St. Mark's. There's the throw down to second. We're just about ready to get underway here.
Well, just to let our viewers know, we don't have a scoreboard right now, so they're going to just have to rely on me and you.
I'll keep them up to date.
Because, hey, we were on the phone with the boss trying to make sure we were on the air. So we're just happy right now to be there. And we're ready for some softball here, huh?
Top 10 action. The only issue we're going to have camera-wise and visual for us is if there's a deep ball from left center around to the left field line because of the fir trees here. But otherwise, a nice platform out here in center field.
A little snug.
A little snug, but good vantage point.
It is a great visit. And the field's in great shape. Looks like they got a little water in the infield. I don't know if that was planned or not, but it's a little wet.
There's a swing and a miss. Leadoff batter. Love it for St. Mark's. Edwards in the circle.
And Glenn, these St. Mark's girls, I was talking to them before the game. They want to know why I haven't been to every one of their games so far.
There's a shot right up the middle through the box and a leadoff hit for Lovett.
Glenn, we will get people some scores as we go through the day, and not real busy on Wednesday usually, but there have, with the Easter break coming up,
right.
A lot of games are being played
Today's the last day.
Well, there are some games. There's some softball or soccer tomorrow and lacrosse, but for softball, I believe this is it till Monday.
I talked to Coach John of St. Mark's, Thomas, and he said this is it. They are not allowed to do anything starting tomorrow.
Oh, St. Mark's is not allowed to do that. Yeah. That's a school thing for St. Mark's.
There's a called strike to the catcher Hall for the Spartans.
It's Holy Week, so they don't play during Holy Week.
Well, most schools are off the rest of this week for the Easter break anyhow, and into next week. That pitch is outside, so the count is even at 1-1.
Fantastic catcher and a big hitter for the Spartans. I expect her. She's I believe a sophomore, maybe a junior. She'll be getting some college offers, I would expect.
Edwards with the 1-1 pitch. That's high in the zone. Throw down to first. Lovett slides back in head first safely. 2-1 count on the batter. You're talking about Morgan Hall. She is a sophomore.
Yeah, sophomore. Okay, so next year probably those offers will start coming in. See, one of the Spartans, Sophia Wenger, her dad was at the St. Mark's baseball game today at Salesianum. Spartans were down 7-4 heading into the 7th inning. And I left to get here so we could do softball.
Good thing you did. There's a rip down the left field line.
Ball.
That is a fair ball. What a shot by Hall. Lovett will ramble into third base, and there's a double for Hall, and the first 2 batters on for the Spartans here in the top of the first.
And Glenn, wouldn't you know it, the second batter of the game is a ball that goes right out of our view. But we could see the action in front of us.
And that was right down the line, laced by Morgan Hall. That brings up Riley Thomas. Not only is she an outstanding pitcher, but she's the leading hitter on the team. As we mentioned, batting .706 on the year. She takes a ball high.
That's Craig's three-point percentage when playing basketball, 70.6. He's up there with J.J. Reddick.
Runners at second and third. Nobody out here. Just underway, top of the first. Another pitch high in the zone. 2 balls, no strikes to Riley Thomas. On deck, the second baseman, Alexander.
Pretty young team Coach Thomas has here. All the freshmen on that roster and sophomores. Just looks like 2 juniors, Peyton Crone, Caitlin Lynch. That's on a couple. Okay, down at the bottom of the roster there, Aller, Cantagallo, and Thomas, and Carly Maxton. But still, no seniors on the roster.
Thomas got jammed up that time. Good pitch by Edwards. Fouled away. 2 balls and a strike. Perfect night here in mid-April for some softball. That pitch missed, so 3-1 count to Thomas. Probably not a bad idea here for Edwards to be really careful with Thomas, as good a hitter as she is. Just load up the bases and you got the force. She fouls one, and they're taking a look over there. It's out of play. Reagan Mendick getting over there, taking a look at it for the Lions. Count runs full, payoff pitch coming up. A lot of activity around this complex tonight. They're practicing some football. That pitch got away from the pitcher, Edwards. It bounced and then hit Thomas. So Thomas will take her base. Sacks are full now for Alexander, the second baseman. Nobody out. Got a little late game going on here to our right on the baseball field. Some activity out on the football field to our left.
Yeah, and my nephew used to play Bear Babe Ruth here years ago when it was located actually right kind of where we are now.
There's a ground ball on the left side. Third baseman up with it. They go home, and it gets away from the catcher. 1 run scores. Another one comes in, and the runners will move up to second and third. There's going to be an error on the play, I guess on the throw.
Yeah, called fielder's choice and error on the throw.
On the third baseman. 2 runners score. Lovett comes in. Hall comes across. 2-0 St. Mark's, and still nobody out here in the top of the first.
And the way that Riley Thomas throws the ball, I mean, 2 runs a lot of times for the Spartans. They don't need too much more than that, but Red Lions got a lot of hitters on this team, so you bet that they're going to keep swinging the bat, especially we don't have any outs yet here in the first inning.
Up to the plate now, it should be the DP, Aller, batting in the 5-hole.
We're in trouble now. The boss is here.
Why would we be in trouble? Ground ball right to short. Bobbles it for a second, throws to first, and pulls the first baseman off the bag a little bit. So Griffin to Mendick cannot connect for the Lions, and the Spartans score a 3rd run.
Yeah, Red Lion kind of hurting themselves right now with a little bit of some defensive miscues, maybe some nerves. A nice, talented St. Mark's team out there, and how you slice it, it's a 3-0 lead here for St. Mark's.
And still no outs.
And nobody out.
Coach Edwards has this Red Lion team off to a 5-1 start this year. The only loss is to undefeated Appoquinimink, as that pitch is low for a ball. Right fielder Casapula up right now. The Spartans' only loss has been to the Middletown Cavaliers. Head coach John Thomas has the Spartans with a 4-game winning streak right now and an overall record of 6-1, with both teams are ranked in our top 10. Outside pitch. They fake the throw to second. Goes to the pitcher, Edwards, and they get the runner out at third. Alexander is picked off. So Aller will take second. Good play from the catcher, Morgan Liskey, to Angelina Edwards, and then back over to Maddie McGinnis at third. Pitch hits the outside part of the plate for a strike. So the Lions finally recording an out here in this top of the first.
Yeah, not the conventional way, but they'll take whatever, however they can get it out, they'll take it.
Swing and a miss.
And
there's a strikeout and out number 2. So Casapula goes down, 2 outs, runner at second, and that brings up the shortstop, Carly Maxton. She's a transfer in from Smyrna. She can also pitch and has pitched a little bit this season for Coach Thomas. First pitch right down the middle from Edwards for a called strike.
I mean, that's a luxury for a high school coach to have. Most of them have one pitcher.
Right.
And they have 2 who can really go out there and get the job done. Riley Thomas is going to be the number 1 most of the time, but Maxton really
right back through the box.
She gives him some bat, and she'll play the field, and that's going to be an infield hit.
Yep. Infield single, legged out by Maxton. The runner, Aller, moves up to third base. That brings up the third baseman, Pia Perrone. 2 outs, runners on the corners. We'll see what.
Well, you can expect Maxton to run here.
I would think, but they used a little pick move last time and got the runner at third leaning off. That one's fouled back. 0-1 count to Perrone. Lights on now here at Red Lion Christian Academy. 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled. It was an inside pitch. 0-2 count now on Perrone. Left fielder Eiler is on deck. As the Spartans have almost batted around here in the top of the first. Already 3 runs across. And there's a swing and a miss. So Edwards gets out of the inning. 3 runs, though, score on 3 hits and an error, and 2 left on. Top half of the first in the books. 3-0 St. Mark's. Red Lion coming up to bat right after this. All right, we're ready to go here in the bottom of the first. Red Lion finds themselves in a 3-0 hole. Leading off, the center fielder, Peyton Pusey. And she's having a fantastic season. First pitch from Riley Thomas is outside and high for a ball.
Peyton, a multi-sport athlete, as most of the Red Lion players are, and she had a fantastic volleyball season. Outstanding, and so did Mendick. Mendick getting all-state votes.
Right. Glenn Fraser alongside Mike Lang here. And Craig, I don't know the last name on the camera.
Leskowski.
Okay. Fouled away.
And Nick's here. So we're good.
A ball and 2 strikes to Pusey against Riley Thomas.
Nick got us on the air from a remote location.
Riley pitched on Monday against Archmere. She had 17 strikeouts. And it was a no-hitter. She allowed 1 walk.
I believe that her second no-hitter of the season. Yes.
But I'll tell you what, I talked to Coach Thomas, and he said he really only wanted to throw Riley about 3 innings. There's a foul back. But Tori Connor from Archmere was throwing so well. She was throwing a no-hitter through 3. She held him scoreless into the 5th. So he had to stay with Riley Thomas a little bit longer than he wanted, knowing she had to come back with 1 day's rest here tonight. That pitch is high for a ball.
Coach Glenn, team you know well, Archmere, Coach Pisani does a good job up there with the young team. Seems like they're always young. The Hawks are always young.
Dan does a great job. You're right. That one's fouled away.
Perfect. Now we got a scoreboard, too. Okay.
Peyton Pusey battling up there against Riley Thomas. 2-2 count. Leading off here in the bottom of the first. Spartans already up 3-0 here. And that one laced out into left field for a base hit. Quickly, Eiler gets the ball back into the infield, but Peyton Pusey will lead off for a base hit for the Lady Lions. And that brings up Griffin, the shortstop.
We'll have no hitter tonight.
No. Elena Griffin up at the plate right now. Riley had a really good season last year, Mike. If you recall, she was injured and shut down for about a week or so. She missed a few ball games for them in the middle of the season. Pitch is high and tight for a ball. Once again, the defense will set up for St. Mark's here for you in just a second. The battery is Riley Thomas in the circle. Morgan Hall behind the plate. There's a good pitch for a strike on the outside corner for a 1-1 count. Now let's go first around to third. Liv Detilio at first. Jordan Alexander at second. Carly Maxton at short. And Pia Perrone at third base for the Spartans. In the outfield, it's Maddie Casapula in right field. Kate Lovett in center. And Bryn Eiler out in the left. Change up. Throw down to second.
Good throw, but she's in there.
Safe, yeah. That's a good slide. The throw was a little high, and Maxton couldn't get the tag down in time. And she picked a perfect pitch to go on the change.
Yeah, and she just got underneath. You mentioned the throw just a bit high.
So quickly, Pusey in scoring position for Coach Edwards. Trying to get something going right back here in the bottom of the first. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Thomas. First out of the inning, and that brings up the pitcher, Angelina Edwards. No, we mentioned Riley Thomas not only is so prolific in the circle, she's such a good hitter as well, and she has 2 home runs on the season. I was looking at the conditions here tonight, Mike. Wind is blowing out a little bit to left center. We might see a few tonight.
Yeah, I didn't bring my glove.
I think we got plenty of hands here to protect us. First pitch was a ball to Edwards. Conversely, for Red Lion, 4 different players have hit home runs. Griffin and Mendick both have 2. There's a shot right through the hole on the right side. They're going to send Pusey.
Yeah.
Throw to
You're
the
not
plate.
Get Peyton Pusey.
Not
Nice
in
throw,
time.
though.
Throw down to second. Nobody there. Good base running by Edwards. So a
Well,
single and an RBI.
I'm sorry, Glenn. A little defensive lapse there by St. Mark's, not covering second base. And Edwards, she took advantage with the RBI single, turned that into not a double, but she takes second on the throw.
Right.
And now she's in scoring position, and it's 3-1.
For McGinnis, the third baseman, up now. And I also noticed, too, the second baseman, Alexander, got caught moving to her right a little bit, covering the bag. And a great job by Edwards to put it right through that vacated hole on the right side.
Yeah, so Red Lion, I'm sure they were disappointed with the first inning, giving up those 3 runs. They probably shouldn't have given up 3, but they're right back in it. It's 3-1.
Yeah, and like you said, a runner in scoring position on second with 1 out. There's a high pitch for a ball 2 on McGinnis. Maddie McGinnis. Pitcher Angelina Edwards, the base runner at second. There's a high pop up in the infield.
Riley says, "You can go away, I got it."
And she takes care of it. A lot of teams, the pitcher will let the other infielders take the ball. Riley wanted every bit of that. So McGinnis pops out. That's out number 2, and that brings up the first baseman, Mendick. Reagan Mendick. Mentioned she has a couple of home runs.
Reagan's a senior now. Hard to believe. Been watching her since 8th grade.
That's a low pitch for a ball. Good stop by the catcher, Morgan Hall. On deck, the catcher, Morgan Lesky, and her younger sister, Raven, has just returned to the lineup tonight. She got injured in the outfield in the first game of the season against Middletown. Was diving for a ball.
Oh, okay, I was
got
wondering
injured.
how you get hurt, right?
Yeah, she was diving and got injured, so just back here tonight.
Well, she knew we were streaming, wanted to get on. Didn't want to give up that opportunity.
Well, she's not out there defensively. She's the DP in the ball game tonight. So the junior catcher, Morgan Lesky, on deck. Red Lion trying to cut this to a 1-run game. That's a ball and a walk issued to Mendick. First and second now for the Lady Lions with 2 outs, and brings up the catcher, Morgan Lesky.
Not something that Riley's been experienced all that much this season, but that's good to get a little bit of adversity and see how they react. I'm sure her dad is not too unhappy as long as they don't score too many runs here.
Well, Mike, here's the stats. 80 strikeouts, only 6 walks coming into the game tonight.
Yeah, she got the strike call there.
Called strike on Morgan Lesky. Lesky trying to get a big hit here for the Lions.
Good pitch.
Boy, she painted the outside corner there. And now an 0-2 count.
Then we sent Jason home, didn't we? He's beat. Jason Winchell's been doing everything, so we had to send him home.
Riley goes high in the zone. A ball and 2 strikes.
All right, here we go.
Fouled away, out of play.
Good job to waste that pitch.
Lesky up there battling now against Riley Thomas, arguably one of the best pitchers in the state this year. 1-2 delivery.
Good pitch.
Outside corner, right at the knees for a called strike, and the first inning's in the books. At the end of 1 here at Red Lion, the Lions trail the Spartans by a score of 3-1. Back after this.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier.
All right, here we go in the second inning, and leading off for St. Mark's will be the left fielder, Eiler. Eiler batting in the 9 position, so the leadoff batter will follow her. Lovett on deck.
Good swing.
Edwards, good off-speed pitch.
Yeah, it took something off of it, but that was a nice swing by Eiler, just a little bit in front of it. 3-1 here as we head to the second.
0-1 count.
Chamber of Commerce type of day in
There's
Delaware,
a bunt
wasn't
and
it?
caught in the air by the third baseman, Pia Perrone, for out number 1. Excuse me, by the third baseman, Matty McGinnis, for out
So
number 1.
you didn't golf today, Glenn?
Not today.
Yard
Did
work?
yesterday and coming back tomorrow.
No yard work today?
No. The wife did that while I was playing golf yesterday. Brings up leadoff batter. Lovett, the center fielder. Singled and scored her first time up last inning. Ooh, she went for a high one. And she went around. 0-2 count now. Second time through for Angelina Edwards. That's a bit outside for a ball.
Playing pretty much straight away.
Good off-speed pitch on the outside corner. That's a called strike. So 2 strikes on Lovett. Fouls that one back. Once again, bringing you a top 10 matchup here. Number 8, St. Mark's against number 7, Red Lion Christian Academy. Change up, a little high and out of the zone. Now, Benny Mitchell and I, weather permitting, next week we'll have another top 10 matchup with Middletown and Caesar Rodney from down in Camden, Wyoming.
Yeah, if it's somewhere where you guys are going to be, I would love to do. We do all the things at Frawley. Like I said, I don't think
Found
Yeah,
out a play. You know, you mentioned
from there to Frawley Friday night.
Middletown, the one team that beat St. Mark's
Right.
so far.
It's not like we
Yep, Middletown.
Talked to the
Knocked
Spartans.
off
They
the
weren't happy
Spartans.
about that loss to Middletown, but they said they just Middletown played well and St. Mark's. I don't. The girl said they just didn't play their best that day. That's all.
Well, there's a 1-out walk to Lovett. That brings up the catcher Hall, who doubled and scored back in the first inning. Lovett is a threat to run. Oh, and that hit the batter. So with 1 out, runners at first and second now for the Spartans.
So if you're Red Line, Edwards, you wanted. Now you're working out some damage, some issues that you're responsible for, a walk and a hit batter. So I'm sure she might be feeling a little pressure here to
Riley Thomas.
get through this, and you're going through the meat of the order now with Thomas, Alexander, and Ottler. So
Edwards jammed her up on that first pitch, and she fouled it down the third base side, right to the dugout. There's another foul. She's got Riley way out in front of the pitch. So an 0-2 count. Looks like she's taking a little bit off.
Now, Thomas, you got to think, is she going to try to sneak a fastball behind me here? There it is.
Ground ball right to the shortstop. She'll go to third for the force, and that's all they'll get. But they do get the lead runner, and with 2 outs, that'll bring up Alexander, the second baseman.
Good job there by the shortstop. Is that Griffin?
Yes.
Over to McGinnis. Good job by McGinnis.
Griffin
Wearing
over to
very
McGinnis.
popular
Get the
softball
force.
number of 88.
The old 6-5 play for the second out of the inning. Alexander hit into a fielder's choice last inning.
Nice hit by her starting off, huh?
And that was to the third baseman.
I know.
She tried to go home to get the force out, and the throw was a little bit too low. That led to a couple runs. There's a foul back. Should Alexander get on? Aller is on deck. She reached on an error. 3-1 right now. St. Mark's on top. First 3 batters of the game for the Spartans scored in the first inning. That one's high and out of the zone for a ball. Throw down to first, and they've got Thomas picked off. Now, can she stay in a rundown long enough for the run to score?
Just beat the tag. Just beat it.
The umpire said safe.
No,
She was definitely not safe.
not. He said she's out.
And that was close. That was real close.
Run did not score. I was close.
So a
I
great
thought
job.
she was about 8 feet out from home plate when she got tagged. That's the third out of the inning.
She wasn't there though. It looked closer than it thought, but that was close. Glenn, he threw you off because he went like this.
Yeah, he gave the safe sign.
No, like no.
Yeah, the umpire should not give that sign. But we're not going to pick on the umpires
They're
tonight.
doing a fine job. Hey, Glenn, just to let our viewers know, tomorrow we will be at Goldie Beacom for softball, a doubleheader beginning at 2 p.m. That's on the CACC network, powered by Delaware Live Sports. And then we will be at Goldie Beacom baseball on Friday for a doubleheader. And Saturday we'll be doing a baseball doubleheader from Frawley Stadium, Salesianum and Sussex Tech, followed by Caravel and Sussex Central.
Sussex
We had
Central's
Sussex
already,
Central
they've
and
already been
DMA.
upstate this week.
Yeah, they played DMA the other day in a game that might still be going on.
Oh my God, I know.
Speaking of games still going on, we have a not final from today. Smyrna and St. George's tied at 7, games suspended due to darkness.
Yeah,
They will not replay, but they'll play the rest of the game at some point. And St. Elizabeth's 3, Newark 2. That's a good win for them. St. E's, Newark has been winning some games this year, and that's 2 in a row for the Vikings over Newark and Newark Charter. So they're taking the 197-13 by storm.
just about ready to go here in the bottom of the second. Let's quickly run down our top 10 in softball. We have Caravel ranked number 1. They are undefeated at 5-0. Got a big win over number 10 Smyrna this week, 11-3. That was yesterday. Sussex Central is ranked second at 5-1. They haven't played this week. Appoquinimink undefeated at 7-0, ranked third. They will host Delmarva Christian tomorrow. That's a big ball game.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 3 against number 4, because Delmarva Christian ranked 4th at 5-2. So a big game coming up tomorrow in the top 10. DMA will play Smyrna Saturday at noon. That's another big game in the top 10. Laurel lost to Caesar Rodney 2-1, and I'll tell you folks right now, I'm going to move the Riders into the next top 10, barring an upset, and Laurel's probably going to drop out. They are now 2-3. All right, ready to go for Red Lion here in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 3-1 against Riley Thomas. There's a swing and a miss. Hoffman, the left fielder, leading off. She'll be followed by Raven Liskey, the freshman, who's the designated player today. That one a little high in the zone. The rise ball misses. A ball and a strike. And then the second baseman, third up this inning, will be Neal. We'll see if Riley really bears down now here. There's a called strike on the outside corner for a strikeout. She might be just a tad upset that she got picked off there last inning.
Well, I think Hoffman on that one thinking maybe that pitch was just a shade outside, but he's been calling the outside corner. And we got Craig up here doing an outstanding job on the camera. We're not directly behind the circle, so it's not going to be exactly dead on.
All right, as I mentioned, this is the first time there's a check swing on a changeup by Raven Lesky, the freshman. Her first at bat since the first game of the season. She's been out with an injury, diving for a ball in the outfield. Kimora Neal is on deck. There's a swing and a miss at an outside pitch, a ball and 2 strikes. Thomas ready for the delivery. Again, a little changeup, but that was high in the zone. Perfect short sleeve weather tonight.
Yeah, I brought the hoodie. It'll probably be going on at some point.
Outside pitch, misses. And it should be full. Decent crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
All 3 sections of the stands behind home plate are pretty much full. There's a swing at the rise ball.
Sitting along the outfield fence watching.
Rise ball strikeout for Riley Thomas. Her 4th strikeout of the ball game. And that brings up the second baseman. Kimora Neal. Neal, a lefty. Let's see if she's a slap hitter. Watch those feet in the box. Nope. Straight. Ground ball right to third. Good speed.
Move.
Yep. Just a little bit of a bobble by the third baseman, Perrone, and that was enough to get her down to first.
I'm feeling generous. I scored at a base hit.
I'm right with you. Now back to the top of the order, Peyton Pusey, who singled and scored last inning, also had a stolen base.
A lot of speed in this red line lineup with Peyton and Neal, the base runner and the batter especially.
That's such a key in this sport. There's a foul off the third base side, out of play for a strike. Good pitching and speed on the base pass. Strike to Pusey. That one's high in the zone. A throw down to second, and it was a little offline, so Neal gets the stolen base.
So into scoring position she goes.
And a ball and a strike, the count on Pusey.
Riley's given up 3 hits already, and that's more than she's used to giving up in an entire game. But this red line team, that's a quality opponent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're a solid hitting ball club. Showing bunt, pulls it back, pitch misses.
And Craig, if you could use that shot right there, just hold on to that. You want to see Neal and how she gets ready to go. Look at her. She's like a sprinter out there at second base.
That missed outside, so a 3-1 count on Pusey. On deck is a
beautiful facility here at Red Lion.
Elena Griffin is on deck. She struck out in the first inning. That's outside, so pretty much an intentional walk after she got behind in the count. So Pusey on for the second time in the ball game. And that brings up the aforementioned Griffin, the shortstop. A strikeout victim in the first inning.
Are you walking on Sunshine Glen?
No. And I don't know whether our listening and viewing audience can hear that anyhow.
Yeah, it's better if they can't. I thought Glenn was going to sing Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves.
Yeah, no, I don't sing.
Some good 80s music right there. Like there's bad 80s music, right?
That, that looked like a good pitch there, but I didn't see the umpire raise his hand. And we're in a position in center field here where we couldn't see the scoreboard even if it was working. There's a ground ball right through the shortstop's glove. A run will score. Throw to third is
into the dugout. No, hit.
Yeah, to hit the fence and kick back out. Probably fortunate for St. Mark's. So a base hit for Griffin, and RBI as Neal scores, and that makes it a one-run game.
And she took second on the throw.
Pusey over to third. So it's a one-run game now, and that brings up Angelina Edwards, who singled her first time up.
We mentioned that Riley Thomas struck out the first two batters of the inning and gave up that hit to Neal, and then had to deal with the top of the lineup.
Right.
And they've delivered here for the Lions.
Yeah, a single, a walk. I guess that was another single. I don't know if that was an error or not on the shortstop.
Yeah, it was close.
Low in the zone. They're checking, and she did not go. She checked. So a ball and a strike on Edwards. Last time up, Edwards laced one through the right side of the infield for a hit. Looking to help her cause right here. A hit could score a couple. There's a shot, line drive right to the second baseman, Jordan Alexander, who gloves it, and that will end the second inning. But another run across for Red Lion, and they've made it a one-run game. So at the end of two, it's 3-2 St. Mark's over Red Lion here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Green. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one. Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Green. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one. Regulars have been
Scott Cameron from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
All right, we're back here to start the top of the third inning in a 3-2 ball game here at Red Lion between number 7 and number 8 in the state. I'm Glenn Fraser alongside Mike Lang. And in the circle, it's Angelina Edwards. Whoa, there's a shot down the left field line.
Help us out, Craig. Foul ball?
Foul ball. Umpire
Okay.
said foul ball.
Craig's got a little better angle than us, Glenn, on that one.
Yeah.
You got no angle.
Now, that's Alexander, the second baseman. She ripped into that one.
Glenn can't see anything in that corner.
No, nothing more than a long strike. Like I said, the wind blowing out a little bit here tonight to center and left center. That time she goes outside with the pitch. Wisely, it's a foul ball and an 0-2 count. St. Mark's this inning. Alexander's up to plate right now. On deck is Aller. In the hole, Casapula. So since the first three batters of the game, Edwards has settled down a little bit.
Yeah, they had some struggles in the field. She gave up the 2 hits to start. Then she hit a batter. And then there was an error.
Fielder's choice and then a throwing
fielder's
error.
choice and an error.
Yeah.
And then you're right after that. Then one more single for Carly Maxton, but she only got the first base.
So after getting the first 2 strikes on Alexander, the last 2 pitches have been low and in the dirt. So a 2-2 count. Leadoff batter here in the top of the third inning. St. Mark's up by a run, 3-2. flied to left. Coming in and making the grab is Canton Hoffman for out number 1. That brings up Aller, who reached on an error. She's the designated player, the DP. So 0 for 1 in the game. We're not the official scorers, but we're pretty sure that she reached on an error.
Yeah, I'll go home and take a look at websites for sports, but sometimes I trust myself a little more.
There's a skied pop-up on the right side. That's going to go out of play.
I don't know if Reagan Menda could have run through the dugout. She would have done that. The kind of player she is. Always gives everything she has.
Edwards ready to go in the circle. Took a little bit off of that one. Another foul ball on the right side and out of play. So an 0-2 count quickly on Aller. Two strikeouts and a walk issued so far by Edwards. She's not a prolific strikeout pitcher like her counterpart, Riley Thomas. She gets the ball in play, and there's a base hit to left center field. That'll be run down by Peyton Pusey. Back to the infield, but a one-out single by Aller.
And you mentioned first hit since Carly Maxton with 2 outs in the first inning.
Brings up the right fielder, Casapula, who was one of these strikeout victims back in the first inning. All I was trying to say about Angelina Edwards is she's not the strikeout kind of pitcher like a Riley Thomas or a Madge Layfield, but she gets a lot of ground balls, and she lets her fielders do the work. One out base runner. That's fouled back for a strike.
Glenn, we should mention, I always like to mention this when we talk about St. Mark's. The year before the pandemic, they were 2-18.
2019.
And they got Riley Thomas. I think that was the first. M. Morgan Hall came in.
Swing and a miss.
And really the building blocks.
Right.
They've added, the school's added a lot of students, and included in those students are athletes.
Yeah. No, I talked to St. Mark's coach Thomas before the game, and he said, you know, when I came here, he said, I had to kind of rebuild the program, and he's done a fantastic job. Of course, it doesn't hurt to have a pitcher like Riley Thomas.
No. And I remember before Riley, when she was in 8th grade, I was told by somebody close to the St. Mark's program, I can't remember who it was, saying, you wait, we got a player coming in, you wait. And she's delivered.
Edwards.
And that means foul tipped?
Yep.
Yeah.
Count holds it a ball and 2 strikes on Casapula.
And, you know, as the team gets better, programs gets better, the players coming up through the feeder schools and even non-traditional feeders for St. Mark's, they're going to say, hey, that's a program I want to be part of. So that's how these things grow. And I always feel good for St. Mark's. They went through a lot of lean years at that school.
Yeah, now you've
and
added.
They've done a lot of work, and it's really paying off in a lot of sports.
The leadoff hitter, Lovett's only a freshman. Casapula, who's up there now, she's a freshman. Pitch high and out of the zone. Throw down to first, gets into right field.
Backup.
Yep, good backup by the right fielder, Sophie Lashy.
So our next high school event, Saturday, we'll have some baseball for you. And it seems like the high school spring season's been going on for a while, but we still have another month of regular season to go. And
oh, good change.
We'll be bringing you all kinds of stuff, including strikeouts by Angelina Edwards.
Second out of the inning, and the second time she's recorded a strikeout against Casapula. That brings up Carly Maxton, who singled in the first. Maxton is a junior, and she pops it up back behind the home plate and back in out of the field of play.
It's a souvenir. Well, not really a souvenir.
No, You go to some college venues, and they'll give, like they want the kids to run down those foul balls for them. They give them a little certificate for like an ice cream
go.
cone or some kind of pastry. Or so I mentioned Maxton. She was on Smyrna's roster last year, so she transferred over during the summer. Outside
You
pitch
mentioned
called
Smyrna
strike.
and DMA on Saturday at noon. I'm doing the Sally's Sussex Tech game. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth the drive down to Smyrna, but I don't know how long I could stay.
Yeah, that should be a good ball game. Smyrna got pounded pretty badly by Caravel this week, 11-3. So they'll be looking to rebound against a quality opponent in DMA.
Caravel softball off to another good start.
Pitches outside to Maxton. Delmar Wildcats, who have won 2 in a row now. They have Sussex Central Thursday. There's a swing and a miss by Maxton. Good inning on the mound and in the circle for Edwards. She gets 2 Ks back to back, and we'll go to the bottom of the third right after this. All right, here we go to start the bottom of the third inning. Red Lion trailing by 1 run, 3-2 to St. Mark's, and leading off the third baseman, McGinnis. First time up, McGinnis popped up to the pitcher, Riley Thomas, and she pops it up again. This one should be out of play, and it does hit the top of the Red Lion dugout. We're in the bottom of the third inning. 2 runs on 4 hits for Red Lion, 3 runs on 4 hits for St. Mark's.
Yeah, about what I expected with the pitching that we have here tonight. Not a lot of scoring. These two teams do not generally give up a lot in the way of offense.
Jammed her on that pitch, and she fouls at third base side. 0-2 count on McGinnis. Mendick is on deck. And then Morgan Lesky. Always tough to pick those top 10s during the season, and we know how much trouble our good friend Jay had trying to pick basketball this year. Every time he put somebody number 1, they promptly went out and lost their next ball game.
He'd get an email from the coach saying, please no. I had a request tonight, Glenn, by the way. Let's get this next pitch in by Riley, and I'll let you know what the request is.
Okay.
Because it's going to involve you.
Oh, that's down in the dirt for a ball. Go ahead.
I was walking over, and there was a Red Lion basketball player down there with some friends of his, and he asked if we could do a Red Lion basketball game next year. And I said, I will talk to Glenn Frazier.
That's another off-speed pitch down low, so after – having McGinnis in the hole 0-2, the count is run full at 3-2. Actually, it's not my call. The boss is here tonight. That's the guy.
We were here for volleyball this year. We did do some Red Line volleyball.
Jammed her.
That's
fouls it
into the picnic area. No, it's out of the park.
down the little tailgating area. Count holds full to McGinnis.
And we did red line football this year.
That's right. There's a shot just
Oh, no.
past the outstretched glove of the first baseman, Mendick. Or the first baseman, Datilio. Well,
That's a
what
base
do you
hit.
want on that on it? The base hit, diving attempt, couldn't
Yeah,
quite get it.
I can't punish her for that.
Okay. So a lead off. I hear
Pops,
somebody saying
Pops wants an error? Come on, man. That's tough.
So McGinnis on. That brings up
I don't want
Mendick.
you scoring my games.
Mendick walked her first time up.
Great effort over there at first base, and just couldn't hang on.
Good change. Had movement on it. No strike call there. I'm surprised. So that's a ball to Mendick. So anyhow, we were talking about how tough it is to do top tens.
Yeah.
And here's the pitch. Outside, throw down to first. She's back safe. 1-1 count. Or excuse me, 0-2. They called that a ball. So when I do my preseason poll, I put Sussex Central first because they had Madge Layfield and so much returning, and they had that great 11-inning championship game against Caravel. Well, they go out and lose their first game to Delmarva
They
Christian.
did. You're right.
Right. There's a swing and a miss. So now I've had Caravel number one since then, and so far, so good. So far, so good.
I'm going to have to make my way down to Caravel. It's only about a mile and a half from here to catch the Bucks at some point. That looks like
Foul
it's gonna be
ball out of play.
They have a sophomore transfer that came in this year that named Casey Zanitis.
Okay.
And Casey is Casey's mom and I have known each other since we were about 5. And I didn't coach her, but I coached her mom and I coached the Claymont girls softball together. And when Casey was about born.
Wow.
And now she's a sophomore.
Low and outside and doesn't get the call. So now the count is full to Mendick, who once again walked her first time up.
Casey transferred from Friends Central School in Philadelphia to Caravel this year. So I talked to her mom. I said, so you're driving the other direction? And she said, that's correct.
Down low, and for the second time in the ball game, Mendick draws a walk. So runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Brings up the catcher, Morgan Lesky, who struck out in the first inning. I heard you say that name for Caravel. I don't recall seeing that name in any of the stories that have been written up about the team
I don't
so
know
far.
it's a pretty veteran club down there.
Yeah.
So Casey's getting a little bit of PT, but
There's the
you
bunt.
got to work your way into that lineup, that's for sure.
Yeah. I know Brooklyn Richardson has been doing the bulk of the pitching for them. Brooke Holdsworth has hit quite a few home runs. Matter of fact, she had 2 home runs the other day in that win over Smyrna. They have a solid club. Randy Johnson just keeps things rolling there. There's a swing and a miss. And Lesky, who struck out in the first, is now down 0-2 in the count.
A good
Outside pitch. Got her. Throw down
Almost
to
got
first,
the
safe.
double
But the
play.
runners
Oh,
from
no.
second will take off to third, and she's safe. Good base running by Red Lion.
Yeah, I'm not sure about trying to go across the diamond like that, but it was not it did not end poorly for St. Mark's. It was a little high throw, but they were able, sorry about that. Perone was able to snag it.
5th strikeout of the game for Riley Thomas. And that brings up Hoffman, the left fielder. And she was a strikeout victim back in the second inning. So runners on the corners with 1 out. Tying run at third base. That's low for a ball. See if Coach Edwards has anything on here. Oh, rope.
Look out.
She was way out in front of that off-speed pitch and almost
Had Spartans
hit
scrambling.
That's Coach, no, that wasn't Thomas. He's down the other end of the dugout. It's another one of the Spartan coaches who almost got nailed. Ball and a strike on Hoffman. Thomas in the jam here in the bottom of the third. That's down low. Raven Liskey on deck. Unless the Spartans can pull a double play here.
Showing a lot of respect to Hoffman. The outfielders are deep.
Yes. That's low. And that's a ball, so a 3-1 count.
This seems like right where Riley wants to go. And the umpire's been consistent. He's just not giving her that call.
As we mentioned, coming into this game tonight, Riley has only issued 6 walks on the season. She has 3 in this game tonight. That's down low, make it 4. And the bases are juiced with 1 out. Raven Liskey, the freshman, up now. She struck out last inning. And an opportunity here for Red Lion to tie it up or maybe to go ahead and take the lead. Swing and a miss at an outside pitch.
Infielders up all the way around. Shortstop back just a shade, but saw them sneaking in.
Well, this is a key batter here for Riley Thomas because on deck is Neal. And she singled her last time up. There's
should be deep enough.
Yep, shallow left field. Throw to the plate is not in time, and we've got a tie ball game on a sac fly by Raven Liskey. Second out of the inning. The other 2 runners hold at first and second, and that brings up Neal, the second baseman. She singled and scored last inning. So far, Red Lion has managed to score a single run in the first, second, and here in the third. And if Neal should get off for Red Lion, they'll have the top coming up.
Well, you mentioned it was important to get Raven Liskey. Liskey did a good job sending that ball the opposite way. Not too deep, but deep enough. And then we have Neal, who got that infield single the last time up.
Now she steps out.
A lot of speed in the box. You mentioned a slap hitter. She'll be looking.
Just missed outside for the
Thomas
ball.
going for that. She's keeping the ball low. She's been consistent. The umpire's been consistent. That one may have been just a shade outside as well and low.
And that one's high and outside for ball 2. Already mentioned it, Riley has issued 4 walks in just the third inning here of this game. And that's ball 3. Peyton Pusey on deck. She's walked and singled. And that misses, and the bases are loaded again. The 5th walk of the game issued by Thomas. She's almost matched her season total here in the third inning, and that's going to bring Coach John Thomas for a visit out to the mound. She's not missing by much.
Maybe she's just not. Yeah, she's not. I think she's throwing her pitches where she wants to throw them. Maybe she's used to getting that call because she keeps going to the same place.
Right.
Now the base is loaded, and you mentioned Peyton Pusey. And if you're Red Line, who else would you want up?
Right.
Mendick, maybe.
Yeah. Or maybe Edwards.
McGinnis, Edwards. I'll take my chances with Peyton Pusey.
Yeah. She has good speed. So if there's a close play at first, you give her the advantage.
And she can knock the ball out of this park.
Yes, she has a home run on the season. First pitch, swing and a miss.
Look at the lost speed stuff there from Riley. Maybe the coach trying to get her away from the fastball. And it looked like it fooled Peyton just a little bit.
That was a key pitch to get Peyton in the hole. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop by the
Look at-
catcher, Morgan Hall.
Another one where she took something off of that. Pulled the string on it there, Craig, but just a little too much.
1-1 count to Pusey. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And there is a foul ball, third base side out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Peyton Pusey. We have a tie ball game at 3. Bottom of the third inning here at Red Lion.
Huge pitch right here for Riley Thomas.
It's high in the zone. 2-2 count. And I'm not sure, but this one might even be a bigger pitch right here. You don't want to go full count with Peyton. Here's the delivery, and it is high, ball 3. Payoff pitch up and coming. 2 outs, bases loaded, tie game, and a full count on the leadoff hitter for Red Lion, Peyton Pusey. Oh, she smokes it. Is it fair? It's gone. A grand slam for Peyton Pusey. And Red Lion has just surged ahead 7-3. Wow, what a shot.
I feel a little prescient there. I said she has home run power, and that one just got over the fence and right. And unbelievable job for Peyton, and the dugout comes out as well. They should for that salami to give the Lions a 4-run lead. Inability of St. Mark's to get that third out.
Yeah. Walks really hurt Riley this
Walks,
inning.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So it looks like we're going to get a change in Maxton coming in the game. Yes, Carly Maxton will be the new pitcher. You know, like I said, I talked to Coach John Thomas of St. Mark's before the game, and he was concerned with the Archmere game on Monday. He thought he could throw Riley like 3 innings. They get a lead, and he could, take her out and rest her for this game tonight. But instead, he had to go deep in the game because Tori Connor of Archmere was matching her 0 for 0 every inning. Through 5, it was a scoreless game, so she had to throw the 6th.
I've had a chance to see Archmere. I'm impressed with Tori Connor. She's done a good job.
Yep, good little pitcher.
So it's 7-3, a 5-run inning so far for the Lions. Base is now empty as pitching change is made. That is Carly Maxton in the pitch.
Yeah, and it looks like Riley's going to go over to shortstop. So just a straight change there.
She put a charge into that ball. You might see that on our top 10 plays when they return.
So Riley goes 3 2/3. And now they bring in Maxton. What a time for my pen to run it. Oh, there we go. All right, there are the changes, and now with the bases clean, 2 outs, it'll be Griffin, the shortstop, who has singled and struck out. She'll be the first batter to face Carly Maxton. That pitch is low for a ball.
And we are just in the 3rd inning here.
Ironically, earlier this week, Red Lion, there's the pitch right down the middle for a strike. They fell behind Milford 3-0 and came back and won that game 7-3. The score right now, 7-3, and they fell behind 3-0. Deja vu. That pitch misses outside, a 2-1 count to Griffin. On deck, the pitcher, Angelina Edwards.
Well, now the Spartans are going to have some work to do on offense. But they need to get out of this inning first. This is the 8th batter of the inning to come up for the Lions.
Carly Maxton took a little bit off of that one, and it fell out of the zone. So a 3-1 count on Griffin. Edwards on deck. And she jammed her, fouled it back, so the count runs full. Peyton Pusey with the grand slam off of Riley Thomas. And that has Red Lion on top now 7-3 in this ball game. They come back from a 3-0 deficit. Here in the bottom half of the third inning.
Good
Inside corner gets the call and the strikeout. St. Mark's gets out of the inning, but the damage is done. 5 runs scored in the inning, and the big hit was that grand slam by Peyton Pusey. We've played 3 here at Red Lion. It is Red Lion 7 and 3 for the St. Mark Spartans. Back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience.
Just starting the top of the 4th inning here.
You can blame me for that, Glenn. I was not on the ball at the end of that commercial.
Perone leading off here in the top of the 4th.
She struck out her first time up.
Back in the 1st inning, you are correct.
In the quick innings here for the Spartans, as opposed to Red Line, is really bringing up a lot of batters. And you mentioned the walks have a lot to do with that.
Edwards high in the zone with that pitch. Eiler is on deck, and then the top with Lovett. Spartans scored all 3 of their runs in the opening inning. And there's a walk to start the 4th. So the number 9 hitter, Eiler, the left fielder, is up. And she popped out to the 3rd baseman back in the 2nd inning.
One thing trying to explain, we've all coached and trying to explain to kids especially, you can't get all the runs back at once. So the walk is important. You got to get base runners. And with Perone on, they have something started. They're not going to score 4 runs here. The most they could score is 2.
Actually, it's Peyton Crone batting right now.
Okay.
So Crone is up, number 6. Swinging a strike. Let's see. We'll have to see when they put the defense back out on the field in the bottom half of the 4th if this is just a sub out and then a re-entry. That one low for a ball. 1-1 count on Crone, who's batting in place of Eiler right now here in the top half of the 4th inning for the Spartans. Good pitch on the outside corner. Called strike, a ball and 2 strikes. Top of the order up next with a runner on first. It'll be the center fielder, Lovett. And a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was a little bit low, but again, too close to take.
Edwards, Glenn, the last 3 outs by strikeout.
That is correct. Yep. Finished the top of the 3rd with 2 strikeouts. Gets her first out here in the top of the 4th with a K. And now the center fielder, Lovett, who has walked and singled, been on base both times in the game tonight. Ironically, both of these 2 teams have their center fielder as their leadoff batter. Shot the opposite way.
Foul ball.
And they're both left-handed, too.
Yeah, you see a lot of those lefties in softball. You never see right-handed slap hitters, do you? Pretty rare.
No. That's, yeah.
Slapping it right to first base?
Yeah, right. and an easy out it would be.
He's slapping it right into an out. Yeah, there you go.
The runner moves up on the wild pitch, high and out of the zone, so a 1-1 count on Lovett. Spartans now have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And that one's high. 2 balls and a strike to Lovett. Morgan Hall, the catcher, on deck. Swings at an outside pitch, drives it down the left field line. Good catch out there in left field by Cam Hoffman.
Top play. Can they
and
double
a double
play?
play? Gets the runner out going to third on the tag.
How about that?
Great play by Cam Hoffman, the
We're
left
keep
fielder.
it here, by the way.
Wow. And that will end the top of the 4th inning and keep the score 7-3. Wow.
Wow, that's great. Who's the left fielder there for? Was that Hoffman?
Cam Hoffman.
She was over the. She wasn't over the fence, but she was leaning over the fence after her momentum took her into it. Had the presence of mind to come up, and she's not that far from third base, but that's not an easy play. And she came out firing. And
she threw that on a rope.
All over.
That might be a top play candidate.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
For the next time we have a show at Buffalo Wild Wings. We might have a couple from this game. I would say that Grand Slam might be one as well.
We're going to have 2 weeks worth of of highlights if we can get them. We've covered a couple baseball games. You know, Nick and Jason did the Central DMA baseball game the other day. There were 23 runs, so maybe they had something in there. You never know.
Yeah,
Glenn, on the schedule tomorrow, if you're a softball fan, we're going to have Newark at AI DuPont, Charter, Wilmington, and Concord. I think that to be a pretty good game.
That should be, yes.
That's at 3:30. St. Elizabeth's and Ursuline at Tallyville Girls Softball Complex. Frank Panuto asked me to come out to that one. I'll be at Goldie Beak. I'm sorry, Frankie. Christiana at Glasgow. Del Castle at Dickinson. A lot of games. Del Mar, Christian at Appo, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Odessa and St. George's, a little neighborhood rivalry.
Man, Odessa's won 4 in a row.
Milford and Early College. Glenn will not be there?
No.
I'll
be playing golf.
CR and Seaford. Indian River at Smyrna. We'll get the rest of these. Dover at Sussex Academy. And there's a ground
ball to
base.
second. Up with it, throw to first, and there's a quick out for St. Mark's here in the bottom of the 4th. That goes Alexander over Datilio.
By the last couple of them, Delmar Central, Laurel, Sussex Tech, and Cape at Woodbridge. So if the rain holds off, those are the softball games you will see tomorrow.
And these two teams, the next game for Red Lion will be Saturday against Sussex Tech right here. The Ravens are winless at 0-7. And Spartans are off till next Thursday. They'll take on winless St. Elizabeth's.
Good pitch. It looked like a curveball there.
Yeah, she took something off of that one. Carly Maxton in the circle now, relieving Riley Thomas last inning, recording the final out. And at the plate right now is McGinnis. McGinnis is 1 for 2 on the game. She singled and scored last inning. We are in the bottom of the 4th here at Red Lion, and the Lions lead St. Mark's 7-3. There's a good outside pitch, but Maxton does not get the call. And I think all the pitchers tonight, Thomas, Maxton now, and Edwards, are going to have to make an adjustment. The umpire has his zone set, and he's not giving him that outside part of the plate.
No, and he's not really giving anything low.
2-1 count. Maxton taking a while to get the pitch from the dugout.
Good pitch.
Wish he painted the corner that time and got a called strike. 2-2 count. And as all the softballers do these days, and they have done for a few years now, is they wear wristbands.
Yeah.
And it has all the pitches on there. Ground ball towards short. Up with it and throw over to first in time. And Riley
yeah, it's
Thomas.
like an NFL coaches thing with all the numbers on there.
Right. And you usually give them 3 sets of numbers or a couple of numbers and a letter. And each pitcher has their own wristband with their codes. The codes change from pitcher to pitcher normally. First 2 batters go down here against Carly Maxton in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a called strike against Mendick, who walked both times in the ball game and scored last inning. Maxton tried to get Mendick to go for the high pitch. She did not. 1-1 count.
Yep, 7-3 score. The big blow. The grand slam for Peyton Pusey in the last inning in the 3rd. A 2-out salami.
Yeah. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Not only was it the big blow, she did it with a full count and with 2 outs.
Yeah.
Maxton looks to the dugout, gets the call.
Pitch.
Outside corner called 3rd strike. And a 1-2-3 inning for Carly. Maxton will head to the bottom of the 4th. And it's 7-3 in favor of Red Line.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Your home. Your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
All right, here we go. St. Mark's Spartans here in the top of the 5th inning. That one called a ball that a little low and outside to the catcher, Morgan Hall. Angelina Edwards gave up 3 runs early.
Really settled down.
Yep.
Looking at just the number of hits, I think 1 hit since the first. Yeah, there was a single by Aller.
Right.
And then she walked Perone. But other than that, and Perone was doubled off on a fantastic play that we're going to see on top plays. I'm making a prediction right here, Craig. We're going to see that on top. Thanks to Craig Laskowski for the fantastic camera work on that one.
And thank goodness that was within our viewing frame here and not blocked out by the fir trees. Oh, there's a check swing and a foul ball.
Just a reminder, our next high school coverage is going to be on Saturday from Frawley Stadium, a baseball doubleheader. Salesian and Sussex Tech at 4, Caravel, Sussex Central at 7. I will be there for both games, Glenn. I would figure out which one I'm going to call.
I would think that Caravel Sussex Central game is going to have a little bit of offense.
Yeah, not planning on leaving any time early from Frawley Stadium. Hope the Delaware Stadium Court people get their naps in. And I'm hoping the concession stands are open. They did have one open last night, but I didn't partake.
There's a pop-up and out of play on the third base side. So the count runs full to Hall, the catcher. Hall has been hit by a pitch and doubled back in the first inning and scored a run. And she had an RBI. And she hits that one out to shallow left. Third baseman out there can't make the catch, and it just drops in front of the left fielder, Cam Hoffman, for a single.
Yeah, great effort there by your shortstop, Griffin. And you mentioned just a little too far. She ran a long way.
Yeah.
And just couldn't get there. That's going to be a single for Morgan.
It's one of those seeing eye singles. Hall at first, and that brings up Riley Thomas, who's now at shortstop. Outside pitch for a ball. Riley scored back in the first inning.
Yeah, she's 0 for 1 officially, hit by pitch and the fielder's choice.
Right. We're in the top of the 5th inning here at Red Lion Christian Academy. There's foul ball back behind the home plate. A ball and a strike to Riley Thomas.
Well, we should mention thanks to Ken Anderson and the people down here at Red Lion for hooking us up. And, they do a fantastic job down here.
Yeah, they got this platform that they constructed. There's a shot
Wow.
right to the shortstop. Flip to second for one. Back to
What
first.
a turn.
Dugout for
what
a double
turn
play.
by the second baseman. Now it looks like
No, it's a double play.
it is a double play.
6-4 to 3.
How fast did Neal turn that at second base? That made that play possible. It was hit really, really hard by Riley Thomas.
So that wipes out the base runner. 2 outs, and that brings up Alexander, the second baseman, and she has reached on a fielder's choice and flied out. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. Great turn there by Griffin to Neal to Mendick. And Mendick did a great job to dig that low throw out.
Yes, she did. Don't want Reagan to think I'm leaving her out. But as a former second baseman myself, I was mesmerized by the play at second base. I don't think those middle infielders get enough credit.
Second double play of the game for Red Lion.
So a little more conventional.
Yep.
The result's the same.
Ball and a strike to Alexander.
DRK, the designated rally killer.
Angelina Edwards, the recipient of 2 double plays in the last 2 innings. Foul ball caught by the catcher, Morgan Lesky, for the final out here in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th with Red Lion on top by a score of 7-3 here on Delaware Live. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Red Lion, and leading off will be Morgan Lesky, their catcher.
Glenn Pops is up here doing the Macarena.
Was he?
Yeah, did you see him back there?
No, I did not.
That was our between innings entertainment.
Morgan has struck out twice tonight, both times against Riley Thomas. Now she faces Carly Maxton.
So Red Lion taking advantage of their opportunities, the walks, and they got the big hits when they needed them. And St. Marsh is struggling to get runners on base against, let's give credit to Angelina Edwards. There's a reason why, and their defense has been playing outstanding too.
Oh, yeah. Those 2 double plays definite rally killers. That one missed outside for a ball, so a 1-1 count to Lesky.
Nick, we got a couple top play candidates there. Yeah. And the grand slam.
There's a good pitch on the outside corner from Maxton, so it's a 1-2 count on Morgan Lesky. Bottom of the fifth, 7-3. Red Lion on top after they trailed 3-0. Foul ball, that keeps the count at 1-2.
Yeah, Peyton Pusey with the big hit tonight, the grand slam. Peyton, a friend of 302 Sports and Delaware Live. She's one of our favorites.
Broke the tie with that slam. Foul ball out of play down the first base side. Still a ball, 2 strikes. Maxton ready in the circle. Popped it up, right side. Second base, calling for the ball. Jordan Alexander puts it away for out number 1.
You didn't see the first baseman did not even move on that when she knew it was Alexander's play all the way.
Actually, I think we have a different player at second base now. All the
16.
girls have long hair and ponytails, which covers their jersey
It looks
numbers.
like Emma Fauerbach.
Yeah, that's number 16 now. So that was not Jordan Alexander who just made that catch. That was Emma Fauerbach, a sophomore.
So I imagine her brother Hayden Fauerbach he catches for the Spartans. I was watching them today. Have not seen a final, but I really haven't been looking at Twitter too much. We got a game going on here.
Hoffman swings and misses at that one. Hoffman, of course, made the great play out in left field. She reached over the fence on the foul side, caught the ball, brought it back in, and then doubled off the runner at third base.
Good cut.
Ball was a little bit high in the zone. She fouled the rise ball.
They said out at first. Was she swinging and miss?
I thought she fouled that, but I guess the rise ball got away from the catcher, and that was a
call
strikeout.
it a strikeout and a put out 2-3.
So 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Raven Lesky.
Glenn, we are we're a ways from home plate, so
yeah.
She must have just missed it.
I guess.
Morgan
and it was
Hall
the rise
immediately
ball
through the first base, though.
Yeah.
And nobody argued, so obviously that's.
So Raven Lesky up. She had a sacrifice fly in that big 5-run inning. As we mentioned, she was injured in the first game of the year diving for a ball in the outfield. This is her first game back since. She fouled the first pitch for a strike. Carly Maxton's done a good job in relief of Riley Thomas.
Yeah, it really came in and settled things down.
She's retired 6 in a row. That one's low for a ball. 1-1 count. Neal is on deck, and then the top. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And there is a swing and a miss for strike 3, and great job by Carly Maxton. Gets 2 strikeouts in the inning. She's retired 7 in a row. We're through 5 innings here at Red Lion, and the Lions lead the Spartans 7-3 on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution.
Ready to go here in the top of the 6th inning from Red Line. Swing and a miss as Angelina Edwards delivers to Aller. Aller is 1 for 2 tonight with a single. Angelina Edwards has done a great job. She got in trouble in the first inning as the first 3 batters scored. And ever since then, she has pitched the shutout. That pitch was outside for a ball. 1-1 count on Aller. Casapula on deck. Maxton is in the hole. Here's a ground ball left side. Good dive and stop by the third baseman from her knees and dug out at first for the out. What a play.
Glenn, we're going to have to make some decisions here on top plays. It's going to be a highlight package from this game.
McGinnis from her
McGinnis.
knees.
Yeah, she did and a good scoop over at first base for the out. This is Red Lion. Everything's going right for the Lions.
Well, we mentioned Angelina Edwards is pitching shutout since the first inning, but she has received some stellar defense. There's a check swing pop-up behind the plate and out of play. We've seen a couple of web gems from the Lady Lions.
Baseball update involving St. Mark's. Salesianum with the 7-4 win over the Spartans today up at Sally's. Now with a fence in the outfield. A temporary fence. But the Sal's, they look good. I watched 5.5 innings of that game. The Sal's look good.
That one fouled back, so an 0-2 count on Casapula. Casapula, the right fielder, 0 for 2 in the ball game tonight. Edwards gets the sign from the bench. There was an off-speed pitch, and it never moved. It hit the batter right in the knee, and Casapula will take first.
From here, Glenn.
Yeah, you could. And she took something off of that pitch.
Well, that's a good thing.
Looks like Casapula's going to stay in the game. She's okay. They're going to check her out. Maxton will be the batter with 1 out.
He's going to rub some dirt on it.
You're going to let her run a little bit and get that leg loose again. It was close to the knee, but I think it just missed the knee and hit her thigh.
Yeah, I hope so. That's going to be purple and yellow and green tomorrow.
It might be one of those ones where you could see the stitching of the ball.
We've all been there.
Yeah. All right, looks like Casapula's all right. She's down at first, a 1-out base runner for Maxton, who's 1 for 2 tonight, and has done an outstanding job in relief of Riley Thomas. That one got away from the catcher, popped up in the air. She gets it back.
Just beat it.
Casapula went in standing up. She's at second base now with 1 out and a ball on Maxton.
Liskey just, what an arm.
Yeah, I think Casapula might have been wise to slide in that situation. Maybe she said,
maybe she
Coach,
said, my leg
I'm
already
still
hurts.
sore. Yeah.
It already hurts.
Well, she's at second now with 1 out. 1-1 count on Maxton. There's a pop-up and out of play. Maxton will be followed by Perrone. Perrone has walked and struck out. Edwards trying to pitch Red Lion to their 6th win of the season against only 1 loss. That was to Appoquinimink. There's an outside pitch. Great stop by the catcher. Oh, Morgan Lesky really got out there.
Throwing the leather out here. Holy cow. I don't know how she got that, Glenn.
Great reflexes. Cat-like. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's popped up and back and out of play again. Count is 2-2 now on Carly Maxton. St. Mark's trying to get something going. Mike, they have not really had a scoring threat since the first inning.
No, there's a strike 3 there.
Great pitch by Edwards. She had flame on that one. Second out of the inning, that brings up Perrone.
I'm glad just looking at the book here. Perrone reached scoring position in the 4th inning, was doubled off.
Right.
And that's it since the 2nd inning. The only runner to reach into scoring position until obviously Casapula here.
Right. Good defense. Edwards has good location right now on her pitches. Off-speed pitch. Gets the call in the outside corner. They throw down to second, and Casapula got back safely.
Just all around impressed with Red Lion tonight. The pitching, obviously the defense, and then this young lady right here in front of us, Peyton Pusey, with the grand slam. But she's not the only one hitting.
No. There, one skied
That's
left
playable.
side. Shortstop getting over there and makes the catch. Elena Griffin for the final out of the inning. And we are through 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th right after this on Delaware Live.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. If someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified.
All right, we're back here at the bottom of the 6th here, Red Lion. And they lead off with second baseman Neal, who's been on base both times and scored. She's singled and walked.
Good pitch.
Carly Maxton has been dealing since she has come in relief of Riley Thomas. She's set down 7 straight batters.
I'm sorry, just not Riley's night, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Everybody has those kinds of nights. But if you're Coach Thomas, it's good to have another option in the bullpen that you can come in and rely on.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Riley, of course, stayed in the game because she's one of the better bats on the team as well. She just switched positions with Maxton, short and pitcher. That one low for a ball. Neal was showing bunt, pulls it back. 2 balls and a strike on Neal, and then Peyton Pusey. She's on deck. Red Lion looking for some insurance here. There's a called strike. Mm-hmm. This is the first I've seen of Maxton pitching. I don't recall because they had.
She pitched against Middletown.
Yeah, but I didn't see that.
No, I didn't see that either, obviously. But
I didn't see her pitch last year because I don't think they used her that much in Smyrna. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. 8 straight retired by Maxton in relief. That brings up Pusey, who is 2 for 2 with a walk. She scored twice. She has 4 RBIs and, of course, the grand slam.
Yeah.
That broke the tie.
But you mentioned Carly Maxton has come in and stopped the bleeding since then.
Yeah, I was going to say Peyton Dixon, there's a shot right to short, 1 hop. Throw over to first. They will not get to Speedy Pusey. She's 3 for 3. Hitting the first pitch, and that breaks the string of 8 batters retired in a row by Maxton.
Yeah, three hits in the walk.
Yeah. So anyhow, it was Peyton Dixon who threw almost the entire season last year for Smyrna. She's now at Central Florida.
Yeah.
Furthering her career. So Maxton didn't really get a chance to pitch a whole lot last year for Smyrna and then transferred up here and doing a pretty good job tonight.
She's done an excellent.
Ground ball to short.
Riley with another chance here.
They get the lead runner, Pusey. They will not get Griffin.
A lot of speed in this Red Lion.
Second out of the inning on the fielder's choice. Griffin at first for Angelina Edwards. Edwards has a single. and 3 times at bat.
Really impressed with Red Lion tonight, though. This is against one of the better teams in the state.
No, we have them both in the top 10. They both are there deserving. That pitch was low for a ball. And I'll tell you the truth, after what we've seen here tonight, I'm apt not to move either one out of the top 10, whoever loses the game.
Oh.
Fouled
Was that
back.
caught Morgan Hall or the umpire? It looked like the umpire is adjusting his face mask.
Yeah, I think they go with the blue. And in a show of sportsmanship, head coach Thomas calls the batter over and just gives the umpire a second to kind of regroup.
While he puts his jaw back in place.
Yeah, right.
What's your tea time tomorrow, Glenn?
9 o'clock. Swing and a miss on a pitch up and out of the zone a little bit. Rise ball. And a ball and 2 strikes on Edwards.
Glenn's getting that golf in before the
rain.
rains.
Oh yeah, we'll be well done. Here's the pitch from Maxton. Almost got her to go on the high pitch. The runner takes off and is safe at second base. So Griffin is at second now. And a 2-2 count on Edwards. In case you're wondering who's up, top of the 7th for St. Mark's, it'll be Crone and then the top of the order. Maxton gets the sign from the dugout. 2-2 pitch, low in the zone, full count on Edwards. Edwards has grounded out, singled, and she was hit by a pitch. Low pitch, digs it out, slams it right down past the third baseman. Red Lion will score another run. Now the left fielder overran it, but she's going to hold Edwards to second base. And that makes it 8-3 in favor of the Lady Lions. First run scored since back in the 3rd inning.
And that may not seem like a big deal, Glenn, but if St. Mark's puts a rally together,
yeah,
now it's outside of Grand Slam territory. So that's kind of like, getting that 4-point lead in basketball instead of the 3-point lead, a 2-possession lead basically instead of a 1-possession lead. And it's an important run.
And we have a runner in now for Edwards, the pitcher. Delaney Burrows, a sophomore, is now running at second base. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Maxton delivers and gets a foul ball from McGinnis. McGinnis has singled in 3 times at bat, scored a run. She scored on that sacrifice fly by Raven Lesky. Pitch is high. Burrows is going to hold the bag at second.
Yeah, almost a forgotten run there, Glenn. The first one of that inning, and then the rest of them that tied the game, and then the rest of them came home with a slam.
Right.
But she got it started, you mentioned, with a single in that inning.
So moments ago, Carly Maxton gave up her first run in the game on that RBI single by Edwards. I guess I'm going to default to you. You called that one another hit or an
That was
error?
a hit, yeah.
Okay. Hard shot down the line.
It's the Easter season, and I'm feeling
generous.
But that was a tough one. That was a poke down the line.
That pitch is low and outside for a ball. Maxton trying to get out of this bottom of the 6th with no further damage. With her team trailing by 5. Just missed the outside. No, she did get the outside corner. Maxton checks the dugout. Now the wristband. And we're ready to go. Ball hit to right field. That one's deep, bottom of the fence. Another run will score, and McGinnis will roll into second base with a stand-up double, and it's 9-3.
What a poke. You mentioned it hit the base of the fence.
Good RBI for McGinnis, her second hit of the ball game. And that brings in Mendick, the first baseman, who's walked twice and struck out once. I saw you stand up. I thought maybe you thought there was another one going out of here.
I thought so. I had the hand up ready to signal. That was ball one, I believe.
Correct. And that's low for a ball on Mendick.
Hey, I'm a fan too. I want to see but I dig the long ball.
Mendick's done a very good job defensively tonight for Red Lions. He's dug up a couple of low ones there at first.
Do you remember that Little League kid, my name's whatever, and I hit dingers?
Yeah. 2-0 count to Mendick. McGinnis at second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-3, Red Lion on top.
Good pitch.
Inside corner gets the call. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, this Red Lion is a dangerous team. They got a good, solid lineup offensively. Good balance of speed and power. That pitch a little bit too low for a ball.
Yeah, and I haven't seen them play yet this year. I don't know if they play defense like this every game, but if they do, they'll be in every game.
They sure will, that's for sure.
Defense does not slump.
3-1 count to Mendick. Maxton. Oh, and that one's ripped.
That's
is
gone.
ripped. That's got to be gone.
Yeah,
Home
that's definitely
run.
gone.
Touch them all. And it is now an 11-3 lead. Our second home run of the game. And that one might be the deepest shot of the night.
Yeah, I'm glad that my car's behind a tree.
Second home run of the ball game for Red Lion. They've scored 4 here in the bottom half of the 6th.
No,
It's now an 11-3 ball game.
I think I hit something on the laptop.
St. Mark's head coach John Thomas out in the circle to talk to Maxton. Well, I tell you what, she threw a fastball right in the zone, and Mendick was just sitting on it. And
Reagan did not miss that one, that's for sure.
No, she did not.
I think all of us, as soon as it was hit, Glenn, of course, we lost it behind the trees, but there was no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. Her 11-3 lead. Not surprising. Not surprising the Red Lion has a lead in this game. What's surprising is the margin, 11-3. Up to bat now, Morgan Lesky. Swing and a miss. Well, St. Mark's is going to have their work cut out for them in the top of the 7th. Trailing now by 8 runs.
Yeah, kind of unfamiliar territory for the Spartans, but it's a good way to see what you have as a coach.
Good change up there, but missed low. So a ball and a strike on Morgan Lesky, who is 0 for 3 in the ball game tonight. Looking for her first hit.
Yeah, she maybe wants to join this party.
Swing and a miss on a high pitch, and that will finally end the 6th inning. We will go to the 7th, and the last opportunity for the St. Mark Spartans as they trail Red Lion 11-3 here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
Ferris Home Improvements did our roof, all of our siding, including our shed, and also the windows on the house. They did an outstanding job. Our house is warmer. It's insulated better. Our utility bills are down. Our quality of life inside the house is better. We got what we paid for. Ferris was right on top of everything from the beginning. The project managers communicated every single day that they were on the job, whether it was the roofers or whether it was the siding or the window people. All the guys that worked there were great. The girls on the phone, everybody that we talked to, they've been great to work with. I would recommend them to anybody. They take what they do personal, which is very nice. And it showed in the work that they did, the communication that they have, because they did a good job. And they did a good job for a good price. We couldn't have asked for anything better. Ferris Home Improvements did our roof, all of our siding.
All right, here we go in the top of the 7th inning. And leading off, inserted back into the lineup is Eiler, the left fielder. They brought Cronin to bat for her in the 4th inning. Shows bunt and pops it back behind the catcher. After Eiler, it's the top of the order with Lovett, Hall, and Thomas. Red Lion with 2 home runs tonight, a grand slam by Pusey, and a 2-run shot. I mean, there's a ground ball to shortstop. And dug out at first. Oh, no, that time she couldn't quite get it. The throw from Griffin over to Mendick, and Reagan couldn't quite get that one.
Nope. And Glenn, my generosity has its limits.
Yeah, that's got to be E6 on the throw.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Miss Griffin, she's had a good game.
Yes, she has. Well, that brings up the leadoff batter, the center fielder, Lovett. Lovett has singled, walked, and flied out to left. And she's the one that hit into that double play. Caught by Cam Hoffman in foul territory.
Get that right.
High pitch for a ball.
No, I bet to come out and see this Red Lion team again. See if they get a little closer to home.
They do play a lot of night games here, just like Caravelle. That's outside for a ball.
This is just outstanding. I wish more school. And I know it's an expense.
Right.
I wish more than just Caravelle and Red Lion had this. Lights. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep. Oh, and that either hit the bat or the batter. I think it caught the bat and was fouled off. Must have hit the knob.
You can't really criticize schools for not having.
Oh yeah, no
lights. That's an expense. You got to go explain to your taxpayers.
Takes the change up the opposite way.
They had her
and
played
that's
perfectly.
caught out there by Cam Hoffman.
I'm sorry, when they had her played just right down that line.
First out of the inning, Mike, and that brings up the catcher, Hall. And Hall has singled, doubled, and was hit by a pitch, so she's been on every at-bat. Yeah, they were playing the left-hander Lovett to hit the opposite way, that's for sure. Popped up, left side. Third baseman, McGinnis, over in foul territory, makes the catch, and the Spartans are down to their final out.
Looking ahead, Glenn, next game for Red Lion. They play Saturday at 11 right here against Sussex Tech.
Right. Sussex Tech is winless at 0-7. And then St. Mark's doesn't play until next Thursday, the 21st. They host St. Elizabeth's.
Oh, okay, there it is.
And the Lady Vikings are winless at 0-5.
And then they get Appo after that. That's a foul ball.
Yep, that was a good shot, too.
I don't know if you could see it or not with the tree and some lumber in the way.
When it's hit down that line, I looked at that home plate umpire. And if he has both hands up like signaling a touchdown, I know it's foul. She goes the opposite way. Again, that one scoots right past the shortstop into left field. And actually, Pusey, the center fielder, is up with it. 2 base runners now with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and that will bring up Alexander. So Thomas singles.
First runner in scoring position since the 4th inning, the one that was wiped out by that 7-5 double play. Just kind of a testament to Red Lions pitching and defense tonight, just to keep St. Mark's out of the danger zone.
Alexander up now, Mike. She's 0 for 3 in the ball game tonight. Angelina Edwards trying to put the finishing touches on this one tonight for Red Lion as they have a lead of 11-3. Popped up, right side. First baseman calling for it, and Mendick makes the catch to end the ball game. And our final score, 11-3, Red Lion over Caravel. We'll be back to wrap this one up right after these messages on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast.
We're back here to wrap things up here at Red Lion Christian Academy as the Lady Lions spot St. Mark's 3 runs, and then they come back to win this one by a final of 11-3. And Mike, we've talked about it during the live stream here tonight, that very impressive performance all the way around, defensively, offensively, by Red Lion in the win.
Glenn, when they needed defense, they got defense. They figured out Riley Thomas. Riley was kind of nibbling on the edges and just not getting the ball or the strike calls.
Yeah.
And so on offense, Red Lion knew that she was going to have to bring those pitches in and up a little bit, and they really made her pay when she got into the strike zone. And then defensively, how impressive was Red Lion with the couple of double plays, the fielders positioned perfectly out there, the stop and ground balls. Cam Hoffman, and Alyssa, Elena Griffin.
Yep.
Just outstanding. Neal at second base, Reagan Mendick. Just all around an impressive performance by the Lions. I hadn't seen them. I've seen St. Mark's a few times.
Yeah.
I think St. Mark's is better than this, but Red Lion team deserved to win as they were fantastic tonight. And that is a very, very good team over there in the gray and red and black.
So St. Mark scores 3 runs. The first 3 batters of the ball game get on and score for them, and then they're shut down after that by Angelina Edwards and some stellar defensive play by the Lady Lions. They score 3 runs on 6 hits. Riley Thomas takes the loss, her first of the season, I do believe.
Yep.
For Red Lion, they score 11 runs on 10 hits. They hit 2 dingers, one by Mendick in the bottom of the 6th. That was a 2-run homer. But there's no doubt the player of the game is Peyton Pusey. She's on base all 4 times, 3 for 3. She scored 2 runs and had 4 RBIs with that huge 2-out grand slam.
And the game was tied at that point. It was 3-3, and
Yep.
it really just turned the whole entire tenor of the game. And you just saw the energy. And you know, we've both covered girls sports, and a lot of it is emotions and energy.
Yeah.
The girls talk about that all the time, and that just really gave Red Lion the extra boost. And they were outstanding. Edwards just shut St. Mark's down. They got a boost there, and then they took advantage of their opportunities on offense and put up 11 runs. And that's not going to happen to St. Mark's much this year.
You wouldn't think. Edwards recorded 6 strikeouts in the game, by the way, and she gets the win in the circle. So our thanks once again to everybody here, both head coaches, John Thomas and Rich Edwards. Great job by both of them giving us all the information that we needed to do the live stream tonight. On camera, Craig Leskowski. For Mike Lang, I'm Glenn Fraser saying so long from Red Lion Christian Academy. Once again, our final here tonight in high school softball, Red Lion 11, St. Mark's 3. Good night, everybody.